crashies is still here. So that's the ace up the sleeve, and Ye can kind of be a little bit more aggressive, kind of put himself on the line a touch more. Reconfirms their intent, but loses his life for it. Kind of wide on that peek around there. Does give an option again to Nags, who's been playing very well, and crashies now going to have to fall off that angle. Doesn't quite get as much as I'm sure he'd want to out of it, but Victor wants in, going to at least put himself on towards site. Now, they're not fully aware he's here, and that's going to be a huge problem. Spike now lost. You're going to see now a little bit of an issue beginning for Crew, because that wall is just keeping them divided.
Yeah, Spike fully in control of Envy here, so looking to try and reinforce it. Isn't it? Will actually find Crash. Look at that, FSN swings round though. We'll find another one, isn't it? Finally has to dismiss away though. 15 HP, and Victor will find the final kill.
To a successful standard, and they have already once, but Envy's a different beast altogether. And Victor's off to a belting start. Lovely beginning there towards Nags, and that's an issue. That's a rifle now. Depleted, as is Ye found Maz. So this is starting to look a bit worrying here. This is
Ye's got to.
And Ye's the one with the rifle. He got that lovely little upgrade for himself here, and he's got so much room to play with. He has just locked them in, and they're going to start closing that net. B-Long's also got pressure as well. You can see that they've pushed themselves up here, so they're giving them a tiny amount to play with. Delzik gets noted in towards middle and Envy. Haven't seen players ready for this. Delzik, though, does get the fair fight on this. They're willing to put their life on the line. Why not double face this? You got Spectres and they win the fight. This is beautiful from Envy. They looked shaky in their first game, Hypog. This looks like they've adjusted that.
Absolutely. Victor's still up here.
Oh, he's loving it.
Yet to be dealt with. Klaus will be the next victim. Victor actually going to try and satchel away, but Kesnet finally finds one in response.
Don't get throwy. There we go. Keep it nice and calm. Seen these rounds get a bit throwy in the past. Hopefully this is kept in check. And some crashies. Oh, this is just not going nicely for Kesnet, is it? Nope. Crashies, gorgeous. Gorgeous work for Envy there. That is, yeah, is right on the money. So now FNS, the timing's everything on this. The swing, 3 around the corner. This could be big or it could be an absolute mess. And Zeno finds it too. They're picking off these 1v1s. They're finding individual fights that aren't tradable.
FNS looking to prevent that exact thing from happening. The upgrade coming. Crashes once again.
The hunt begins.
He's going to be spotted by the recon, but he has to swing to avoid it. We'll find one. Kesnet in position to find the trade. The spike will come through. Marved eventually making his way this direction. He'll find himself in a 1v3.
It's a great wake-up call. Crew sending out a big message here if they can convert this round. However, the last 2 players do not have rifles out. Ult is there for Nags.
Nags he just swept the rifle away.
There we go, lovely. Both of them finding upgrades now. That's a big difference here. Bigger challenge for Marved. I don't know how much he can get out of this one. Up in Nest as well. Peekaboo, it's Nags. Now, waiting for that swing. There. Oh, Mazzino just straight Ferrari peeking Marv down. And now Ye has to do something here. Has to be important. That's not bad. 17 HP though is low. The other ult is popped you.
Oh no! Crashes caught Ye because he was so low HP. He was down to 15 HP, Lauren.
You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. Crew didn't need help this round. They were already on one. So now Nags, Klaus, Kesnet, Delzik, all sitting happy. Oh, that's
a
to
shock.
the feet. That could have been a rough one for Nags, but he's still fine. And here we go. Victor's going to pop ult and away. Try and clear back of yellow. Actually catches Nags. That's incredible. But there's still so many more layers to this, and Crew stabilized.
Encroaching towards him, and Crew are drifting this way once again.
The finesse, real crispy. They're still 4 alive. They got that res, they have the rifles, and now they're on the site. Bear in mind that Envy need to be kind of a little cheeky with it, find unorthodox ways, like Victor doing that. That's more than enough to get you a frag at this point. Now Spike is down, post-plant time. Marshall's on the retake, it's not easy, but Ye is making it look viable. Victor at FNS! Victor is on the other side, and initially it was Victor winning that duel, but the flip has come in. Nags has been pretty good at reading Victor's next play. Sees that little bit of a leg out of place, denies the satchel as well.
Victor looking to overwhelm Marv here to counter peek it, but Klaus will find the entry. Victor will trade it out, but Kesnet good. FNS actually swinging through on this as well. It's a 2 for 2.
That's impressive for FNS. He had to put his life on the line to do that, otherwise it was going to be ineffective, but mid was taken in the meantime. And that's where Mazzino found all that room to punish those push-ups towards long.
Crew already anticipating that. Will Ye find anything here? Actually, he's going to hear all these audio cues. Kesnet the first. I expect him to hightail out of that.
Right. Nags it. First one to challenge towards middle. frenzies out odds and ends, but Envy have won these rounds. I was about to say it, yay!
What the hell?
He's found 2 out of nowhere. Now, FNS can play up through towards Kitchen. It ain't perfect, but he's got the spot out. Now they're all lined up here. Kesnit, don't do him dirty like this. And Klaus playing back on through. Yay is being a difference maker here. Klaus, though, he's still finding bodies. A 1v2, not going to happen. Marv, big deny. There it is. But it was, Mazzino was ready to trade that. If there was even a shot coming out, he was ready on it. Yay now forced to the back of the side with his plays in crashies. But Mazzino, again, these shots, man, these guys are so on it today. What have they had for breakfast? A 4v4 made advantageous now, but the trade instantaneous again. Nags, he's on the other side of the map. The spike's on the way, and he's going to go deep here. He wants control. Kesnit tried to get that mid-control, maybe deny the retake and maybe those readjustments, but not going to happen. Nagset is waiting, though. He is locking this one down. He's created enough space for that spike to make it to sight.
Hunter's Fury available as well, so if Nagset can find Yay here on spawn, it's huge, and actually Yay comes out on top of it. Klaus now in a 1v3. Yay pops a Blade Storm of his own. He's going to be spotted out here. Yay misses the first couple. Again, this is just buying time here for the rotation to come through. Spike gets tapped. Yay will find it.
Scenario, great segment. Regardless, the teams are ready. We are jumping right back into this, and Crew's taking no breaks.
No, they're not at all. 2 of Envy fall off the rip. Victor and Yay down. Yeah, they will free threat. Actually, Marv will thread his way through up tube now, potentially catching Klaus, and this will make it interesting. Actually, if we can find this, nope. Klaus too sharp for him right now, so it comes down to FNS and crashies to try and recover this pistol round for Envy.
An opportunity for crashies. Keep in mind a light armor
player standing here.
and the sheriff, but Naxa doesn't know how to miss. So crashies, good luck, my friend. You have 5 to find. This would be something of legend. That's one.
Okay.
Really good plan there towards it. Kesnit is also here as well. Envy is still struggling to make that final. I don't know what to say about these guys. They're all just hitting these mad shots. FNS, the first one to be brave enough to take the step back in. He does find Kesnit. He's spotted out a second. Swarm grenade not going quite where he wanted, maybe for screens, but it should do somewhat of a job. Crashies will get the spike down, and it's on Yay to be this backline. Be the thief in the night. Let's see how much damage you can get. None.
What?
0. Actually denied by Nags. And now it's a 4v3, but look at the weaponry. It's still a little weaker here for Crew, so don't think it's an easy one yet. These rifles may be able to keep them at range.
First we'll find another though. Nags quick with the trade. It comes down to 2. Crashies and Victor now. Try and get something done here. Victor finds the first, the second, a little laboured. Klaus will respond, the shock darts. The only thing left to try and stop this coming through. The first will do a little bit of damage, but not enough. One away from the Hunter's Fury though, so if he can get this, he might be able to deny. Crashies comes up huge with the Red Bull clutch.
Does Envy take their time? That's not bad. He's going to at least spot the spike there as well. That's a big bit of information to relay, and there's no trade yet. Yay did eventually find Kesnit, who was fighting up towards Nest. Klaus going to at least spot another, calls it out to Nags, and he's going to find that.
This is third on the round. Crashies again, tries to come in. Delzik in position to greet him. Nagset will find his 4th here. Crew.
You're not expecting too much out of this round, which is reasonable. Yay. Blade Storm comes on. Victor's the one to actually get the frag, but there's still life in him yet. And Victor actually still finding 2. This is not how it's meant to go.
Oh my
Get out of him, Marved. Okay. If this is the round you've got to win, then screw it. Just buy Sheriff's Marshals and odds and ends. We'll take those. And there it is again, Crashies.
Look at that. Nagset straight away with the Blade Storm. Yeah, just going to find. Look at that. FNS gets completely swept in garage.
Well, public viewing to the execution there. FNS is just going to go down now. Waiting to see if Delzik got a hint of that. I don't think he has. He has to respond to other problems. Yay now making progress. Marved are taking great territory towards middle, and Victor's making a problem for himself. Gonna just put his body on the line. He's still gonna do some damage towards Kesnit, and this is a big problem. Now Marv comes online. Great swing from middle. Marv punishing those rotations perfectly. But Mazzino, he's been wild in these, but he can't be done this time.
On the screen here, the operator, and it's going to be Kesnit again to open things up.
Every time he goes for that, he is finding success time and time again. Punishment constantly, and then...
I spotted him. What?
I don't know. I mean, FNS had full faith that it would have if he was
Tommy
there.
caught sleeping.
Yeah, Tommy's had a rough start today,
Yeah.
right, mate? He needs his, you know, he'll get a Red Bull in him soon. 3 still stand for Envy, and the problem is these are barely deep into sights. These are just picked so deep on their first attempt towards A.
Oh,
Yay! Come on, dude. Okay, maybe there's still a bit of wiggle room. Crashies starting his probe towards that B site. On the other side, Mazzino would be waiting, who's been very solid at this, but easy to get overwhelmed here. Let's see how well he handles this. They had left towards that A site. That's a very good point. So they are going to be encroaching towards the site. Mazzino going to pull himself around towards the back side of things. Spots the first and Crashies takes his head. Big trade though for Klaus, who started to lean over this way even after that yay pick towards middle. Kez though starts leaning through. Ultimate comes in. Marv, that positioning. He has been such a thorn in the side now.
Actually, time getting in up here. I think this is to allow Nags to get into a position to contest Kitchen. I think that's where he's thinking Marved is playing here.
Remaining.
Yeah, textbook there. I mean, if they give away another kill, again, crew on lesser weaponry here. The Sheriff, Spectre.
FNS should win this. He doesn't.
What?
Mazzino's somehow got himself in with a shot on that one. That's going to be a rifle upgrade too, I'm pretty sure. So there's problems galore now starting to build, and this Marved position, we were theory crafting what he could do with this, but he hasn't opted for the choice. We thought, there it is now, there we go.
Now, crew have to make their numbers count. Crashies with the Hunter's Fury. He's playing deep all the way towards spawn here. The safety net for Envy in this round. Victor going to be taking first contact in front of 410. Kesnet will fall. Mazzino too.
Nagset and Delzik, the last two. Delzik connects a belter towards Marv, but Victor's still there. Still holding things on for Envy, who make it to 12. There it is, Victor, first man forward. Puts life on the line for it, but Ye has found Nagset. Oh, it's blind, and he still gets it. Ye is slicing them in half as well. Kesnet did get the trade, but by now the damage is done. It's down to 2. Delzik and Kesnet, the last two standing, and they're pushing CT. I love this aggression. Take that space. They have the numbers for favorable trades, but Delzik refusing to relent. A 1v2 presented is not easy, though. Post plant against that ult in the hands of Crashies too. He's going to have to do something almost unbelievable at this point. He knows he's in trouble.
And the nano swarm.
The nano swarm time just being drawn away. This is not looking good for Delzik. He knows it. He's trying to get through every piece of utility, and Crashies to close down at 13-9.
Have to force their way through here, actually. There's 3 members of crew who are over to B site already. Naxit can find Victor on the way through, though. Crashies good for the trade. Crashies finds another one.
Yeah, Crashies is just deep in CT, and crew are like, no, you're meant to be fighting us, but FNS holding that push back through Crashies. What a sick round from this man. 2 big kills towards CT, spins around, catches the player on the stairs, and Delzik has been pinned in here. Yeah, he's got his number. Kesnet has to fall back from that, and now Tree's been somewhat given over, but there's a swing out. Delzik, great positioning, but the cubby is tricky to get more than one from, and they've actually drifted away. So pulled rotations, then going to go for the hit off the back. I think FNS took some space towards it. Mazzino was towards site, on towards stairs. Yay now, catching rotations. 1, looks for a 2, not going to happen. Delzik, good spacing on this for crew. Still able to keep themselves working back in. This is still doable. A 2v2.
Public divide as well, actually. Crash is going to send a shock dart in. That's
Crashy?
do a lot of... What? Naxit just drifting ahead there.
Yeah. I'm surprised Crashy's got rewarded for that, honestly. Yeah. Like, he was just... Yeah, okay, if you're going to come into my crosshair, fair enough.
Well, I mean, that's it. Now with the Cosmic Divide going up, Delzik got to reconsider his approach, and now actually a considerable amount of time eaten away with just that engagement. Looking as if he's going to opt to try and hold on to this weapon.
Patience now being shown by crew. Oh, yes. Ooh, he's still committed. He still went through. Marved. Gets Kesnet, and now this is problems. Jay's going to spot this cross. Knows that they're now leading this way. Do they now re-aggress back towards B? Maybe a little bit of information, but this is late in the day. Any problems is now going to start going wrong. Nagset's going to find Ye, but look at Mazzino's position. It's filthy. He's going to hold that cross.
30 seconds left.
Ye actually hopping up there.
Mazzino just found FNS on the cross in anyway, but Marv did remove Klaus from sight, but we know that there's still a player here. Crashies goes, no, I won't get you on the first try. I'll come back around. Just hold on. I'll be back there in a second. He gets him. 3v2, Nagset and Delzik. Now, Delzik was noted earlier, but he's already towards CT, but Ye's got the cross. Now, this cross is harder anyway, but Ye's starting to warm up here. We're starting to see that El Diablo come online. It's a brave position. Can only be held for so long. Keep in mind, Mark is going to become a problem. He knows it. There is a tiny bit of time he gets to work in, and that's a shot and a half towards Nagset. And now the follow-up. Yeah, he's just showing off now. He's starting to feel himself, starting to feel a little warmed up in this game. Look, spots one. There's a second. It's Yay. That's the next layer of the issue. You're going to watch one of these angles. Don't double down on Yay right now. Oh no, and Klaus, this could be lamb to the slaughter, or maybe just silencing everyone else. Klaus! Huge 3 kills, but the problem is, does this get converted again? We still see crew clutching at these straws and they get so close. But it's still 5-1, and it's still a 2v1.
Cosmic Divide available. Marved is down to 10 HP. Crashies going to resort to site. Marved playing a very cheeky spot here.
He kind of has to. 1 and done, 10 HP.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called for.
Being the one to lead some of these pushes.
And look at it again now, they're looking elsewhere. The ops been noted towards one side. Yay quickly takes down Mazzino, and now they're going to be looking towards the site. Can anything stop them? djcstani this time. He did it once before and got away with it twice. Not going to happen. High flash comes out.
God.
Victor, that's the sky we want to see in his hands. And now the last 2. Nags already got noted, and I think Klaus did as well at the start, so they kind of know where these players are. Nags though does at least find crashies, but that...
I mean, a ridiculous amount. Yay, been able to hold this operator, I think, since the second purchase. Here, a little bit of damage goes through. Victor goes for the wallbang. FNS will find 1. Klaus, the last one remaining, will actually remove the operator.
Bit of a corner now, as well, towards B main. Mazzino, beautiful shot. Klaus did have his back as well, so a 2-for-1 trade, but there's Yay again. Punishing Nagzit, pound for pound. Yay has had his number, reading this over aggression and the willingness to fight and taming it almost instantly.
That is textbook jet def, honestly. Has excelled here on Ascent.
Good
Well, try flash through, will find a good connection. FNS will fall, but the Seekers will reveal exactly where Kesnet is playing. And actually, second note, and you can see the ping come up on the minimap here. So, if we're going to try and find this 2v1 quickly, Victor needs to be the one to lead the charge here.
Maybe just keeping themselves within trade range. Close flash, but it's going to be on the corner. The timing's awful. Yay gets cornered. djcstani, what an angle! Individual prowess from djcstani right there.
Yeah.
Has to find this frag. Nagzit checks it, but not well enough. Victor will be the victor in that. Flash to follow, he knows there's more on shore. Klaus, though, that position was the one that could have been the curveball. Double flash doesn't come in, he's blind, but not blind. No, Victor!
My word.
Unbelievable work from Victor, he wanted more, he was feeling himself, but Klaus will tame that. But now Klaus has 3 more to go through. Make it just 2. Klaus, how much more? 37 HP in a dream. He's gonna hear, he knows they're getting close, and they play it together.
Towards B. It'll be Marved and FNS to hold this down. Kesnet actually gets the better of Yay there. FNS going to be proactive here, will swing through. djcstani in position to greet him though.
Yeah, okay. This isn't bad. This is punishing Envy, maybe over-aggressing in some ways there. But Marv's still on site. Gonna isolate 1, there's 2 more to follow.
Oh my God!
He lines him up and knocks him down. That's 2 big kills, and suddenly we go back into Envy having favor, and Klaus could not have seen a thing.
Yeah, he actually pulls away from it again. Actually timed off the owl drone as well. Again, it's eating up so much time. Again, the flash is perfect,
Victor.
actually, from Victor.
Here he comes.
Even better.
Straight out flash though. They both having to respect it to an extent. Victor does come out of it first, but because Yay.
It's Yay over the top. Of
Yay, it's so early. It's not even got +6. Yay, stop! They've got families, dude. And now Yay just gonna carry on forward. Yay wants this over and done with. He wants them dead and buried. Nags, is he already thinking that Nagzit might be here? Yeah, all right. Yay's on it today.
Okay.
Not bad. Nagzit's still got some fire in him. 2v2. Oh, it's laboured.
Okay.
That's not going in the frag movie.
No.
30 seconds
I don't
left.
think we'll see that one in the post-game highlights, but Nagzit will recover the spike here. FNS will tap it out. Envy 13-2 Crew Esports here on Ascent in convincing fashion, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
You've got to call it out again. Yay. 2 fantastic performances from him individually.